All right, hey y'all. Bless these family, friends, everyone in between. Okay. Um, don't y'all hate when y'all get yourselves into a workplace relationship? And I'm not only talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about, just friendships. Girlfriend, buddy, old pals, or whatever, okay? And just because you laugh, it always starts probably with one joke, okay? You tell the joke, they laugh, and then that opens up the gate for them to ask you about your personal life and all these things. And then it builds on from there. And now y'all eating lunch together, y'all waiting on each other, y'all trying to take y'all breaks at the same time and stuff like that. Now you stuck like Chuck, okay? You are stuck like Chuck, and you're having to. It's like you don't have no freedom at work. Like, you got to go to work and you have to nurture a relationship at work. You know what I mean? Now you have to nurture another relationship at work, and I believe that sometimes it could get messy. Okay. I think sometimes it could get messy. And I mean, this person is waiting for you to go on your lunch break. And then what if there's a day that you just want to be alone? Like, you're having a time and you just want to be alone to eat your lunch. You want to be alone to smoke your cigarette or whatever you do for your lunch break. You know what I'm saying? You want to think, you want to pray, whatever. You know what I mean? You just need to read the Bible or something. You know what I mean? And this person is, expecting to have their lunch with you. You know what I mean? And then if you were to say, you know what, I think I'm going to take my lunch by myself, then they're going to be offended. You know what I mean? Because you're not nurturing the relationship no more. You know what I mean? So this is a warning to you that are just overly friendly, just all nice and things like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong being nice, but sometimes just being nice is just too much. You could be kind, just be kind, but you don't have to be so nice, though. You know what I mean? But that's just me. That's just a person like me, I guess, because I don't need nobody. I don't need no buddies at work. I don't want no buddies at work. No, I don't. I want to be cordial to every single body. I want to be able to smile at every single body. And I want to respect every single body. I want to have respect from and receive respect from every single body. As far as the staff. You know what I mean? And so, but buddies to where we are, mates. You know what I mean? No. Not at work. Not at work. Because then you have a dependent. Like, you can't even file them on your taxes, but you have a dependent at work. You know what I mean? That's not good. Some people, though, that's just me. Some people need that, though. That's the thing. Some people need to have a buddy, a partner, an attachment. You know what I mean? Everywhere they are. They need that. And so they need friends. They need a companion everywhere they are. I'm not like that. But for those of you that are, hey, if that's what you don't mind being stuck in a workplace relationship like that, then hey, okay. But for those of you that have gotten yourself stuck in a relationship, in a workplace relationship, and you're like, man, how did I get myself into this? I just feel trapped now. You know what I mean? Every time I see this person, I have to give that same energy that connected us. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like that today. Man, I feel for you, but you just got to be straight up. If it hurts feelings, then oh well. Too bad, too sad. But you just can't do that to yourself. You know what I mean? And so, and then moving forward, just don't do it again. Be kind to everyone. That's what you should do instead of being nicety nice. Okay? That's what it is. You know? And then also sharing all your personal business and stuff like that. You know, don't share anything that's not on Facebook. Don't share anything that, you know, that's supposed to be kept just between you and yourself and your husband or whatever, or your family members. Don't share deep stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that's just common knowledge or public knowledge, you know, then okay, great. You know, I got 2 kids, that's public. I got a husband, and all that. You know, my son is this age and that age, you know, and stuff like that. But just personal stuff and telling all your woes and stuff like that to people in the workplace is not always a good thing. You know, a lot of people have met lifelong friends in the workplace, and that is, I believe that's a blessing. That is a blessing. But, you know, those are special encounters, you know. Those have to be special, very special encounters. But yeah. So I was just, because, you know, when you're at work and you're the type of person I am, you watch. I mean, I don't be, you know, stalking or nothing like that, but you just peep it. You see it. It's in your face. And so, and then you can read. If you can read, you know what I'm saying, people, then you see stuff play out like that, and it's like, man, that's too bad. That's too bad. You know? So I've finished these dishes, and remember, y'all, be safe out there. Be safe who you give your time, words, you know, to, okay? Be careful. Let me dry my hands so I can stop this video. All right. So I'll see y'all later. Toodles.